Michael Jordan game. I'm running a 108 flu. They didn't give me, I look short, everything's going haywire. It's the last one of these, all for Dumb and Dumber 2. It's in theaters this Friday, November 14th. Go see it. And we're actually starting the show. Hank, we have these atomic peppers for you. Show them, Hank.
Hold them up.
Yikes.
Hold it up, Hank. Look at that.
So now the question is, how many can you eat without taking a drink or a bite of your burger during the course of the show? We gotta set the total.
3.5.
I don't know how hot those are. Have you ever?
I don't either, but
Smell it.
okay, I don't know how hot they are, but Hank was crying in the car ride over.
Easy. These are easy. I'm gonna put it at 5.5.
All right, I'll take the under then.
All right, Hank. You can start eating.
5.5. I'll take the under.
You can start eating now. All right, 5 picks, 5 minutes. That's us. The first segment. Christina, give us the first game.
First game.
The lovely Christina is back.
Kansas State is +6 at TCU. You want me to go or you want to go?
You go. I don't even know what they're booing about. What are they even booing about?
Kansas State couldn't be Manhattan, Kansas, and Tempe, Arizona could not be farther polar opposites. So I'm taking Kansas State.
But they're not playing in Tempe.
They are playing in TCU.
Not Tempe, though.
Where are we playing?
The game's at TCU. We're in Tempe.
I was saying,
We're in
I don't know
Tempe.
why they're booing, because this place and TCU and Kansas State couldn't be more different.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway, back to the game. Kansas State, solid. Too solid. That's all they do. They cover spreads when they're underdogs. Bill Snyder, 18-2, 16-2 last 18. When they're an underdog, take Kansas State. Don't even think about it. He's crying. Don't even think about it.
Oh, that's the thing.
Do you have
yeah, I like Kansas State plus the points. I think TCU wins. Close game. Next game. Hank, how you doing?
Terrible.
Terrible.
I've spent the whole week in a mousetrap.
Can we just ask them why they're booing every game?
Yeah, why are you guys booing?
Why do you just boo every team?
I don't know if they know why they're booing.
All right.
Baylor at Oklahoma. Oklahoma -5.5.
Wait, he's drinking already?
Oh, you're out? Oh my God! Did you even get half a pepper?
He did.
That's disappointing.
He took a bite.
Oh, Hank.
I'm out.
What a disappointment.
What did we bet? $1,000?
Hank's a joke.
Can
All right.
someone else try?
Yes, you can try.
No, I don't want to try.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Back to the game. Baylor at Oklahoma. Oklahoma -5.5. This is the mousetrap game of the week.
Ooh, mousetrap game of the
Yeah,
week.
the
I like
mousetrap
that.
game of the week. There's no reason Oklahoma should be favored by this much against Baylor. So why wouldn't you take Baylor? You got to take Oklahoma.
I hate the game. I hate all the games this week. I think they're all really tough. I take Baylor plus the points. I don't like it. I hate it.
You went right into the mousetrap.
I lay the mousetraps.
You went
I don't
in the
go into.
mousetrap.
By the way, Smoke Show City, big win. All right, what do we got up next? Oh, there we go.
Oh.
A little fancy too.
Next one.
Ohio State, Michigan State. Another move. This Ohio State, Michigan State's -3.5. This is my fraud bull of the year. Both these teams stink. The Big Ten stinks. We're both Big Ten guys, but we know this to be true. I don't know which team's going to show up. Michigan State, I mean, their defense isn't as good. Ohio State, they just beat up on shitty teams. Gun to the head, I'm taking Michigan State.
I disagree here. I think Ohio State's a fraud. I think Michigan State's real. I think Michigan State's real. I'm going to take Michigan State to win by 14 points. And this is what professionalism and keeping your composure and giving your thoughts in the midst of chaos is all about.
I would love to see Corso and Herbstreit trying to do this.
I have a fever of 109 Jordan game. Christina, you're getting distracted.
I'm distracted.
You're up.
All right.
Oregon at Utah. All right, this one makes sense. This actually is a Pac-12 game. You guys finally have a reason to boo on this one. Oregon, fuck every school. Just fuck them all. I think that's because a lot of these Arizona State kids couldn't get into the other schools.
Well,
whatever. They got C's in high school. Oregon -9. I let's just revisit last week. I've never been more right about a game, and you've been more wrong.
Devastatingly
Oregon is back. Their offense is rolling. Their offensive line is back. Utah's a good defense. They can't score. If Oregon gets going just a little bit in this game, it's lights out.
Oregon is in my head after that debacle. I can't make heads or tails of them. I got a guy who just came up and said Notre Dame wears cargos, which is like the lamest insult you can ever give Notre Dame of all the things. So I'm all over the map here. I'll take Utah at home, but I'm not confident about it.
Okay, next game.
Oh, I don't even have to blow this.
No, you don't even have.
Yeah,
I
I don't even know you're paying attention to 1 minute.
I am. I'm waiting for.
He's not. He's
He's
just
not.
LSU plus 6.5.
They don't want Bama.
They do.
I want Bama.
They don't want Bama. They don't want anything to do with the SEC.
They don't want Bama.
Listen, I got something to ask you.
They don't want Bama.
When someone tells me that they're going to bet on a road team in Death Valley at night, come on. You got to take LSU here. This game has LSU outright written all over. 6.5 is a gift. It's a gift. I got a word for you. What does that say?
Hot.
Hot. You know what's going to happen? Close your eyes for a second. Lane Kiffin, Blake Sims screaming at each other. It's going to get hot. The offense isn't working. Everyone's freaking out. Saban's pulling a temper tantrum. LSU's going to win by 2 touchdowns.
Wow. Okay. I actually have flip-flopped back and forth on this game 1,000 times. I've gone Alabama was my mortal lock. Then I went to LSU as my mortal lock. Then I went back to Bama as my mortal lock. Now I'm on LSU as my mortal lock. Back to Alabama as my mortal lock. Back to LSU as my mortal lock. Back to Alabama as my mortal lock. Back to LSU as my mortal lock. Back to Alabama. I'm going to go with LSU in the points. And by the way, this soft team behind me.
Oh my God. They lose by a million to Alabama.
They don't want the SEC.
LSU.
Is that all the picks?
LSU would chew ASU up and spit them out.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. They're putting on a grand show. Is that the end of the 5?
That's it.
That's the end of the 5. So the next part here, as we do everywhere we go, we become part of the Arizona State culture. What do they do at Arizona State? They do the undie run. It's world famous. It's everywhere. Hey, can the girls from the undie run come over here? Can you guys come over? So we had all these girls come over, all over who's doing the run. We went on the undie run with Christina, who led us on the way. Lot of cat calls. I don't care. Girls gawk. It's man meat. I can live with it. So let's watch that.
You guys' hair smells awesome. Just big getting the ladies. Whatever.
So there's the ASU undie run. I fell in love about 20 times. What?
I'm just, there's a drone being controlled by Hank over our head, and I'm very, very nervous.
Look at that move, like a UFO. All right.
He's buzzing the tower.
All right, so now we get the worst part of this show. We've been doing basically, for the life of this Dumb and Dumber tour, a haircut bet. Whoever got the most votes had to get the Lloyd bowl cut. I win. I don't know why people would pick on my hair with my hair state right now. Christina's going to do it. We're going to put a bowl on there. I got to wet it down. Oh, you got all the way down. Yeah.
Wet it. Really wet.
All the way down. All the way.
Really wet it.
I got scissors.
Just
I
keep
feel like I'm
spraying.
in the game right
Just
now.
keep
You
spraying.
just do it in the face. You got to get the back too.
The back.
Why? You're not doing the back.
No, we're doing it,
We're
not the
doing some
bald
back.
spot. Not the bald spot.
Here.
All the way down. All the fuzz, all the
Get
surfer
this.
shit.
All of this needs to be
Yeah.
like soaking.
I was gonna go ponytail.
What is-
guys, fuck that dude.
It smells like coconut.
I use sea salt spray to smell like the ocean. You're just dumping it now. I mean, you're just dumping it.
I'm trying to get it wet. You told me to get it wet.
All right, let's go. Down, Christina, all the way.
Okay, what are we doing first? The front?
Cut his hair! Cut his hair! Cut his hair! Cut his hair!
Wait, put it a little forward, okay?
All right, go this way. Now, get the
Wait,
flow.
I'm going way down.
Is it bad?
I'm not cutting a lot.
It's kind of funny.
Is it bad?
No, it's okay.
Dude, we're not cutting. I got Hollywood hair. We're not
I
cutting.
don't, I can't.
All right, that's it. That's the bet. Great
gotta
bet.
trim, he gotta
That's a
trim.
great bet. That's a great bet. All right, the haircut done. Next
that
up,
was worth it.
we have Christina.
Thank you,
That
everyone,
was
for
bullshit. You don't have any hair. If you had hair, you wouldn't. That's gross, dude. That's put the bowl on him. Well, put the bowl on this. Shave it. No, I already did it. I already got a haircut. Yeah, he's not so tough now. Not a tough guy. All right. Next up, your Twitter questions.
My
So we
questions?
do this every week. Ask Christina questions. She picks the 3 best. There's slap dick in somebody. Christina, what do we got?
Okay.
Here's the questions for Christina. Question number 1.
The first question is, would you rather eat my ass or make out with Prez?
Obviously, like,
And my answer is, I need to see what your ass looks like.
which is actually
Anyone can say.
maybe the biggest insult in the history of the world to me.
It's basically saying that Christina would rather kiss an anus than your lips.
A random ass
Yeah.
than make out with me.
Random
All right,
ass.
thank you, Christina. Great answer.
Anytime. Okay.
It's an honest answer.
The next
Question
one.
number 2.
Question number 2 is, which female celebrity do you most want to have sex with? So originally I wanted to say Jennifer Lawrence just because I love her, but if I'm gonna have sex, I have to vote Rihanna.
Rihanna's
Oh, that's a
that
good
now.
answer.
That's an answer.
Can I just say?
Like
can
if
I
I'm gonna
just,
scissor with anyone, it has
Christina,
to be
can I
Rihanna.
just say for a second, you can't handle Rihanna.
You don't think?
No,
No chance.
no.
It's a great answer.
Even
Rihanna
after
would-
watching my
Rihanna
Snap
would-
stories?
Rihanna would walk
Speaking-
all over you. Tire
Speaking of
tracks over
Snap
your face.
stories, the
Oh,
last
man.
question, are you insulted or complimented that I pleasure myself to your Snapchats?
That was not from me, by the way, that question, but go ahead. That's an interesting one.
I guess I'm flattered. You're
right.
welcome.
By the way, Snapchats in Vegas,
Out of control.
awesome. All right, we're on to the Mortal Locks.
Still talking about it. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, did you what?
No, I didn't.
Listen, I wasn't the one getting phone calls. Let me see Christina's snaps.
And
Can I see
Hank
Christina's
never
snaps?
showed me.
Mortal Locks.
Oh, Mortal. Oh no, let's go. Do you have a card or no? You don't have anyone on a card?
Yeah, I have 2.
Oh, good. Let's hear
I'll
it.
give you 'em.
All right.
I like Iowa. Pick them against Minnesota. I like
Okay.
Iowa. And the only other game I like is there's just listen. I'm a Michigan guy. There's no way we beat Northwestern.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Northwestern.
Plus 1.5.
Yep.
No chance.
Yeah, Northwestern. I like Kentucky
The
plus
whole fucking sucks.
Plus
Fuck that
10.5.
guy. ASU, baby.
plus 10.5. I love Wake Forest plus 22.5 against Clemson. Texas plus 3.5. Western Kentucky minus 7. What's your mortal line? TCU. Hank has fallen into the trap. He's going with TCU.
My mortal lock is going to be LSU plus a 6.5.
They're going to win by 2 touchdowns. My mortal lock will surprise you. Vanderbilt plus 14.5 against Florida. Perfect spot. Florida just beat Georgia coming off a big win. They're going to play in Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's going to have like 30 people in the crowd.
Last game on the docket, Arizona State, Notre Dame. You want me to start?
You start.
What is it?
The fact One is a big-time football program and one is not. The big-time football program is Notre Dame. Arizona State hasn't had an important game since Jake Plummer. The fact that it's plus 2.5 is begging people to take Notre Dame, right? They're begging people to take Notre Dame. Guess what? I'm going to take Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Money's green. Money's green, my friend.
All right, here, listen.
I'm undefeated on the season with Notre Dame, by the way.
This is where we're at in this game, okay? Everyone in Arizona State is saying their defense is legit.
They're not.
Yes.
They're saying they're back. They've won ever since the UCLA shellacking in front of the world.
When that guy with the mouthpiece, the coach, just sits there like confused, like what's going on?
Here's who Arizona State has played in the last 4. They played USC, no offense. Stanford, no offense. Washington, no offense, and it was in the wind. Utah, no offense. You have to take Notre Dame. That's the winning pick.
But I will redeem Arizona State. What Arizona State has that Notre Dame does not have is girls. Notre Dame, no girls. So now we're doing the hula hoop contest, right? So we're going to end this thing, no dizzy bat. We're going to end it with the hula hoop contest.
ASU!
I like ASU. I'd rather go to ASU. I'd rather go to ASU.
Oh, man.
I'd rather go to
Our
ASU.
microphone just got ruined.
I'd rather go to ASU, but I wouldn't want to be ASU.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Make sure you go see it.
Time has finally come. It's a postcard from Freda Felcher. Harry, I'm pregnant.
I gave her up for adoption.
Well, what if we go track her down?
You're hot for my daughter.
That's insane. Let's call her.
It's ringing.
Whoever this is, we're in the middle of something very important here.
This is your dad.
What?
I gotta take this. It's my dad.
She's got me on hold.
Dumb and Dumber 2, rated PG-13.